they've been looking pretty fantastic so far. So right now, we're jumping into the agent select with insert name here up against FNR Black. Let's jump into this, Laz.
Yeah, so we already have the agent selection coming through. So we got a couple killjoys coming in, and I mean, it is going to be Ascent. So best of one. And I mean, typically, with the best of ones here, we always see Ascent. I mean, what better map than going the distance here? So I'm going to be a little bit curious, though. I mean, Yoru, sorry, has been, on the table a lot more. We definitely seen Astra played a lot as well. So I'm kind of curious if we're going to be able to see those agents coming into the field. It looks like a little bit temptation here from Worldwide. I think he's trolling me. He knows. He's like, maybe I will.
Of
Maybe I
course.
won't. I don't know.
Of course, they love to troll us casters all the time. They're like, "Oh, you think," but no. Just like Kronos was hanging over that Yoru for a while, but actually picks the breach. So we're kind of seeing that. I don't know, Vision Strikers, pretty fast flash and dash stuff possible. Possibilities happening from FNR Black. So I don't know if they're going to be pushing that because I know that this team, insert name here, has definitely played up against this kind of stuff pretty often. So I'm very interested to see if they are able to do anything different or crazy or out of the norm with this kind of flash and dash composition on the side of FNR Black. But we're going to be jumping into this overview of Ascent. It's beautiful. We've seen it pretty darn often. I actually got to be one of the observers earlier today on Ascent. It was pretty fun finding all the little nooks and crannies. But yeah, we're jumping into this normal map. And Laz, how do you think they're going to be able to handle it?
It's tough to say. I mean, I think definitely with the agent composition, it's going to make things a little bit more interesting. Like I said, Astra definitely a huge controller in the game, like with just the amount of utility that she can disperse of. So I'm going to be interested to see how they're going to be able to utilize that. But otherwise, I mean, we didn't really see anything out of the norm. So again, we're kind of seeing those standard pickups, not really anything too adventurous at this point. So I mean, right now, it's going to come down to a lot of the firepower as well. I mean, with the insert name here, I mean, this is a strong squad that have been together for quite some time. A little bit of roster shakeups here and there, but definitely have that history to really make a lot of impact.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are jumping into this matchup here. Get in nice and quickly. So nice and slow start here. I mean, we did get to see a little bit of Astra, that little, I don't know what you want to call that, but this is very interesting. You could still see the wrapping on this, but that was a lot of fun. I think the animation kind of broke there for a second, but here it is. The flash and the push in from this team comes in already, and they're already going to be sending a little bit of shots in. Worldwide is going to take down Basics, and that's going to be the start of this matchup. Two members of FNR Black are going to go down pretty quickly, and it seems like the trades are going on the favor of insert name here, and that's it. Worldwide is going to finish it off with a 3K. Looking real nice here.
Mr. Worldwide comes in big with a big drop down, gets the double. Beautiful stuff that we see from him. And, one of those players definitely to be watching out for on this squad. We talked about insert name here. Quite a few of the members, they have played together against each other, all those things. So a roster that's going to be very interesting to see on this map. But they take it very dominantly and really didn't show any sort of gaps at all, Choice. I mean, it looked pretty much in full ease.
Oh yeah, they held that down pretty fantastically, especially with Mr. Worldwide. They're being in the right place at the right time, sending in this dark cover, kind of in the pretty standard spot right there. Yoshi is going to have their back covered from that recon dart, is going to hold that super close angle, and Worldwide is taking a ton of damage from a lot of these pistols here from the push out on to a catwalk, but it is going to be rebutted by a lot of the members, including Reformed with that headshot onto Kuhai. This is going to be a nice start so far in round two, and here comes the gravity well. It is going to pull in Yoshi a little bit, allowing Kip to get that headshot. Tillo, though, is getting some kills of their own, but Kip, my goodness, this Astra is popping off, is basically by themselves. He's going to be able to pick up this Marshall, get a ton of damage out onto Reformed, excuse me, and now it's basically just Kip up against the world in a 1v2, pushing slowly out onto the A side. Still has this Marshall in hand, and it does not look like insert name here know what's going to happen.
Yeah, this is such a good round already from FNR Black. So, I mean, the fact that now they're, we're in a 1v2 situation, Kip already getting so much damage done, going to be able to get the spike planted. So, now this is going to be about the moment in positioning. So, the spike actually does go back in the gets planted in the back of the site. So it doesn't actually try to go for the A main control, but instead just going to be locking things down and trying to use the site box to the advantage. Holding things over, you can just see, and both these players from insert name here, what they want to do is play this together. They want to be able to swing at the exact same time. This is why Kip missing those shots, 1, 2, 3, but Worldwide does find the head, and that's going to be another round for insert name here, but it comes pretty close.
Yeah, it does. Due to the efforts of Kip, the Astra on the side of FNR Black, this is huge stuff by them. I mean, they kind of pigeonholed themselves into a kind of a bad positioning, but look at this beautiful replay with that classic, able to take out quite a few members. But with this Marshall pickup, that was really rough because, I mean, with the 2-person push out onto the site from the side of insert name here, there wasn't much you can do unless you were perfectly aiming with that Marshall. So Kip did the best they could. I mean, got the spike down. That's 300 extra credits for the rest of their team. So that's big stuff in general.
I mean, even insert name here, I mean, they don't have the bonus round, you know, where we typically see when you win, you know, the first 2, you know, typically it's almost close to a flawless round, but at this point, they did take a lot of damage from FNR Black. So they do have to put a little bit more money on the board. They decide not to go for a full investment indeed, but instead they're just going to try to work around the other weapons that are available from their teammates. Worldwide still has the Bulldog, going to be stuck in the back of Cellar. And this is a good setup now because Worldwide, he can just kind of play the bait and switch. Yoshi just kind of making a lot of noise, trying to look like he's the only player here in this position. Well, right now, FNR Black, they're not really biting for it, but they are just kind of doing that 3-2 split, really getting a feel for the map, trying to burn as much utility as possible here from insert name.
Yeah, absolutely. The bonus on the side of insert name here, just like you were talking about earlier, isn't amazing. This Bulldog situation, though, has been pretty nice, but from the shadows actually comes out to spot exactly where they're at. So that's going to be the call from Worldwide. This is a huge moment for them. They're going to have to position themselves correctly here, but Kuhai, with the patience of a saint, is going to be out on top of this wall. But here it comes, the push, and there's a headshot from Worldwide out onto Kronos, but Basics is going to be able to trade it out. Going to take a little bit of damage as well. 87 HP still on the mark there, but it's going to be taken down by Yoshi. This is going to be a huge moment. Yoshi getting right up in their face, going to be able to get the headshots, is going to be traded out by Kuhai, but this is looking so fantastic from insert name here. There was nothing that FNR Black could do in that situation. It was just all, it was all insert name here. That was good stuff.
Just so defiant. I mean, they just held that down so well. And that positioning from Worldwide, you know, being able to just have the one-way smoke makes it even harder for FNR Black to actually go for the peak. They did try to go for, you know, just doing the risk, you know, kind of anticipating that nobody's going to be there. They risked it, and it definitely didn't work out. So Worldwide able to get that first entry. Already 6-1 on the board, putting a lot of work so far as an omen nonetheless. A lot of good stuff already, but now this is going to be a gun round that is coming in through here from insert name. They're going to put a little bit more investment, but FNR Black, they're going to still have to keep things a little bit more light on the purchase. So they can just try something a little bit different. They don't have to, you know, go for a full execute, all these other things at this point. They can just play a little bit more slow, try to find a pick or two, maybe get the spike down, get that money gained. That's going to be the biggest goal in this round.
Taking it nice and slow is FNR Black. Probably listening to your advice there, Laz. Gonna push themselves kind of slow, take a little bit of mid control, and actually smoke off that area with that Astra smoke. That's going to be pretty huge by them. Sending in the Owl Drone as well towards the tree area to push Yoshi back a little bit. Reformed still kind of holding this back angle towards the CT spawn here. He's going to take down that Recon Dart. He's going to push him back, but this is going to be a really tough position for them right now. Kronos has 30 HP. He's going to send in that fault line, going to try and get the kill, but no, it's going to be a ton of kills on the side of insert name here, and that was another tough round. Once again, it was that buy round for insert name here, and a save, a Chico, if you will, for FNR Black. But I mean, they did a little bit of damage, but they're gonna have to come back big here with this full buy.
My man, catching on with the term, Chico buys. Oh man, this guy's been hanging out with me in Cuppa too long. I like it.
Yep.
But I definitely agree. I mean, this is, you know, 4-0 that we're seeing from insert name here. Everybody has the full investment now. Yoshi's going to have enough money to have that operator in hand. Look at the money, though, Choice. I mean, insert name here, they're just laughing. They're rolling in the dough. And this is a good position for them to be in because now they can try things a little bit more aggressively. They can play differently if they want. They don't have to just play these standard setups. They can have that more of a risk to it, if we want to call it that. FNR Black more pressure for them in this instance because now they're down 4-0. They're trying to just get around on the board here.
Yeah, they are down 4-0 right now. It's a little tough situation. Astra is going to be picking up her stars a little bit. Going to be moving a different positioning around the field. They are going to send in the swarm grenade. Insert name here is going to send in the swarm grenade. This is going to be a very interesting situation because it looks like they're going to be committing to this positioning here. But Yoshi, once again, with the patience of a saint, able to watch this corner. Is going to be flashed out by the flashpoint. It's going to move off of the situation there, out of that angle. It's going to be watching that highway area, sending in that lockdown is going to be FNR Black, and this is going to be the commit onto the B side, but it looks like Yoshi is just trying to do anything they can to be able to get a shot through the wall, but here comes the commit, sending in the swarm grenade and a ton of utility out onto the CT side. It's going to actually push off a lot of the members of insert name here. This is huge, but Reformed is going to be able to pick up Kuhai hiding in that little corner. The Cosmic Divide is going to come out as well from FNR Black. This is going to be huge for them. If they can continue to hold this for as long as possible, that could be something big for them, but the lockdown itself, oh my goodness, comes out from insert name here. But the Hunter Spirit comes back itself. Reform is getting some huge hits. Kronos and Madly doing some damage themselves. It is a 3v3, but this lockdown is going to be taken out by the Hunter's Fury. Tillo is taking out Kronos, and it's looking like this is a solid retake from insert name here.
This is just a big round. Insert name here, just run through the site. They're just maul on through. And this is kind of what I was talking about, firepower. This is exactly what I meant. You could see everything was spent. All the ultimates were available, burned. They just ran through absolutely everything, decimated all these players, and now they put themselves in a bigger lead, making things even more, you know, dramatic here for FNR Black. And now they're going to have to go for a, you know, an SMG purchase. This is a tough position to be in right now, Choice.
Yeah, it is. Kip definitely pulling a little bit of weight themselves. 4-5-0 at the moment. Is going to send in some Astra Stars towards the A side, and they're going to have this 5-player push up on A main. They're going to have to hit something big here. The Recon Dart comes out. It's going to spot out Yoshi a little bit, and they're going to be hit by that Astra stuff as well. But my goodness, Basics going off right now. Hits the headshot out onto Yoshi to open it up. Takes out Reform as well. That's the two duelists out on the side of insert name here. And there goes another one. A headshot for Basics going absolutely boom. No way! A 4K so far. All headshots with these knives. Basics is absolutely dominating the field right now. The flashpoint comes out, but is going to be taken down by Worldwide. It is a 1v3 retake situation for Worldwide. We've seen Worldwide do some crazy things in the past before. Can they do it again in this situation, Laz?
Basics just putting this round into his own hands, makes it come through. FNR Black now going to be able to pick up their first round. And wow, look at this is the replay. So Basics gets the first, you know, gets the updraft right away through, finds the Phoenix. Look at this positioning. Again, another updraft, just putting on the gas, looking for a little bit more, just absolutely takes the plate, just fully clean, and making FNR Black now get back a response here. Insert name. They finally lose a round, but now this is exactly what we need to see from FNR Black. They still have the Rolling Thunder available as well from their breach, so there's a lot of good options that they could go for.
Tons of good options. My goodness, what a hero moment for FNR Black and Basics. Fantastic stuff. But I mean, if it's going to take a hero moment every single round, that's going to be pretty tough in the future for FNR Black. Yoshi is going to be able to get a kill, but Basics is going to trade it out. Might actually pick up that operator. Kronos is going to clear out that wine area as well. They're sending in a lot of utility in this situation, but Basics is taking a lot of ground in this situation, but it's taken down by Reformed Aqua with that. Odin is doing some absolute damage, sending in the lightning bolts all over the place, and it's all up to Madly pushing through mid, going to try and take B for themselves, but I don't know if that's going to go over well in their favor, just because they know exactly where he is now. Sends in the Recon Dart. It's going to be destroyed, and it looks like this could possibly be game, especially since this door is in the way of Madly. This is tough stuff.
This is a position where if he can just pick up a frag or fight down, this is going to be really important. But no, going to go for a little bit of an RNG. Doesn't work. Tillo going to be able to take him down. An insert name here. They don't actually crumble to that previous round. They don't let it phase them at all. But instead, they reply back with some good retaliation. So now, We'll see FNR Black still has a little bit of money on the board here that they can put another gun round commenced. A little bit dicey here for their Killjoy, but nonetheless, should be able to make something work. And I mean, at this moment, we've seen them try to hit this A site time and time again. That seems to be their biggest tactic. We haven't really seen a lot of attempts at B. They've definitely had some success, but now I'm curious if they want to try something a little bit different, but they've been able to get mid control. So right now, maybe that is the plan here, Choice.
Yeah, just take as much ground as possible if you're FNR Black. Get yourself into a position to be able to take over something huge in a situation, but no, Yoshi is going to be holding this angle while the Hunter's Fury comes out from insert name here. Yoshi is going to be able to get a kill. Oh my gosh, there goes another one, and Kip is going to be able to trade out Tillo there in this situation. Is going to be taken down by Yoshi for the 3K. This operator is so dangerous here on the B site. Yoshi is dangerous with this operator, and once again, it's all up to Madly, who is going to be taken down by Yoshi for a 4K. Looking clean and crispy is Yoshi.
A lot of really good dominance coming in here from insert name. I mean, the fact that, you know, they just seem to put this pressure back onto FNR Black. They don't really get a time where they can figure out, you know, getting some ground, getting ready for an execute. It really just seems like the cookie really does just crumble, and these guys are just stomping on it every single time. And I mean, now they're again in a big save round, so they don't really have a lot to work with. And at this moment, when you're on a save, I mean, it's all about economy. You want to build as much money as possible. You want to see what you can make work of. And at this moment, they could try something a little bit different. We haven't seen them full on push things. We haven't seen, you know, maybe just a full commit as a team yet. But instead, look at this right now. Even Reformed, he's going to come in very aggressive. He's got the run it back, sprays on through. He knows at least 2 players from the attacking side are here. So they might try to go for the push. Tillo, a little bit different reply, actually does take down the breach and now able to fall back. So again, FNR Black, they lose one of their agents so quick, so early, and Yoshi finding another as well, Choice.
Yoshi's just been on point with this positioning, and this operator Kuhai though, with a rebuttal of themselves, a nice headshot taking out Reform. This is huge stuff. Kip is going to be able to pick up that Phantom. That's huge in general, but Yoshi behind. Some rare misses from Yoshi. I think they're kicking themselves right now because of those misses. They're just going to kind of slink away in a little bit of sadness there, but it seems like the ultimate orb is going to be on the side of FNR Black now. It's going to send out the turret to kind of spot out a couple of people. They know they're going to be in tree area, so they're going to try and cross as fast as possible. Yoshi, though, still watching this back angle, is not going to find anything this time, and the lockdown comes down from Tillo, and this is huge. The Hunter's Fury, once again, is there, but now they know exactly where he is. Tillo, with the super aggressive push, is going to be taken out by Kuhai. This is a bad round turned in the favor of FNR Black off the back of Kuhai's beautiful headshots and beautiful kills.
Yeah, Kuhai really just able to pick up, I believe that was a triple. So, I mean, we saw before, that was insert name. They were playing very aggressive down long A. So that's where things got a little bit messy. With that aggression, you can see this is on the replay here. This is right near the end. Kuhai getting a nice taparino. That, I believe, was to solidify the triple. But again, this is where insert name, where you play very aggressive and you're trying to take full control of the game. Yeah, it makes one thing. But if you get taken down that early, it really does throw off the positioning here for defense. So that's what we kind of saw from these guys. And FNR Black, they just took that site very quickly as soon as those pickups happened.
But in almost a slap in the face manner, Yoshi is able to buy into the operator again. That econ was not hurt at all on the side of insert name here. So now, I mean, there's still kind of an uphill climb for the side of FNR Black. Kuhai trying to get another kill in their favor again. It's going to force Yoshi to back off. No hits actually on Yoshi. That's really surprising. But this setup on A looks like it might actually happen here pretty quick. You see the Astro Star start to put down, but Worldwide sends in the Paranoia. Is going to hit a couple of the members. Basics is going to have to back off. They're going to wait for the aggressive pushes, but it's not going to happen this time. It seems like insert name here have definitely learned their lesson from the last round. So going nice and slow, making sure, and it looks like they're sending him Cat again to kind of force maybe a rotation from themselves, from FNR Black, or possibly just kind of watch their back in this situation.
And this is such a good positioning from the Killjoy here from insert name. This is a full flank. Tillo, if you can find this, look at, oh, but he actually does go for the trigger discipline, but instead gets the easy pickup now. So this is a bit of a problem here for FNR Black. They have to commit to this. They cannot fall back. They don't even have time. And look at this. It's just a full cleanup here, and it's going to be Worldwide and his teammates pushing on through, remaining with one player left. It's going to be the Killjoy here from FNR Black by themselves. No time at all. The spike is down right in connector. So this is going to be the next round here for insert name. And that's a really good positioning from the Killjoy. The fact that he was able, Tillo, to push up like that has completely been the thorn in the side here from FNR Black.
It was so weird too, Laz, because I mean, it seemed like FNR Black had complete mid control, but for some reason, I mean, Killjoy was able to just do the long con, wait, go all the way around the long way, and get that beautiful flank, hit the headshot, and I mean, that was basically lights out for FNR Black. And that's about all they're seeing for that last round. But we're going to be jumping into this next one. It looks like the Astra fake is going to be happening as well. I mean, you could see all the Astra stars are going to be on the A side, setting them up with the Nebulas because they're pulling them back, I do believe. But that Nebula is going to be on mid and the cat area as well.
Cosmic Divide available here from FNR Black. So that could really change things up a little bit here. But no, Yoshi just comes up big again with that operator, able to get that first exchange now, reposition back in the back of Boathouse now. So has a good position. Kip trying to make something work. Cronus actually does find it. Actually going to be planting one of the stars. Doesn't use it fully. Worldwide able to get the spam as well. So now we're back to a 4-on-3 situation. Aqua posted up here on the side of connector. The spike hasn't fully advanced itself yet, so they don't have to commit to this. But it looks like they're going to, and Yoshi actually does just miss it by his sliver, looking for another body, but no, it's not going to be the body. It'll be his that falls to the ground, making it a 2-and-2 now here, Joyce.
Oh my goodness, this is pretty intense situation here. The Cosmic Divide does go up. That's going to be huge because it's going to force Aqua to actually push through this wall, and Madly's going to be right on the other side, waiting, watching, and wanting to be able to get that headshot in nice and quickly. This is going to be tough because Aqua kind of banked on the fact that he had that Odin, was ready to be able to kind of spam through the wall. You actually saw him setting up for it there really quick, but the Cosmic Divide did not allow that to happen. It is going to go down this time. I mean, the patience has been unmatched throughout this whole round. It's going to be 2-on-2 retake, but Aqua makes it a 2v1, and Worldwide is going to finish it off in style on Madly, and that's going to be the site and the spike diffused for insert name here.
Tough position to be in. FNR Black now 9-2, getting closer and closer here. So this is making things a little bit more difficult. So they need to pick up as many rounds as possible. I mean, this is now where you've seen them try to hit, you know, the A exec slowly. They try to go for, you know, a B hit. But the one thing that they haven't been able to figure out is the lurk here from Tillo. Tillo's been able to push up into mid pretty much freely. There hasn't been a lot of competition, really. So if they can find that lurk from insert name, that could really just allow them to get some control back in this game.
Yeah, they need that control. That's going to be huge. Last round with this kind of gross buy from the side of FNR Black. Yoshi is going to get hit with that vulnerability from the Astra. Not going to be doing too much this time, but oh, look at this setup. You've got 3 members pushing up through Cat. They're going to be met by Worldwide, but also this Rolling Thunder is going to come out as well. It's going to hit Worldwide. It's going to push him actually into a safer position, but the Flashpoint is going to come out. Reformed is going to be taken down by Kip. Worldwide, though, these Flashpoints have been pretty huge for FNR Black so far. Some of the utility usage has been huge in this round in their favor, but now it is just a 1v3, and what looked good in their favor turned out to be in the favor of insert name here, and a 10-2 half in their insert name here's favor. That's pretty tough stuff there, Les.
It really is. I mean, on a defensive side, defensive side on this map, in my opinion, like, I feel like it's easier to get some control because that, you know, insert name here, they played this very well. I mean, they played the mid aggression, they pushed on A main control. They really just made it very difficult for FNR Black to get any sort of real estate at all in this game. And that's what you kind of want to do, because you want to throw off the attacking side so they don't have time. They don't have map control. And if they don't have that, it makes it so much harder, because then we start to see time gets depleted, and then you know exactly where they're going to commit to. So right now, insert name here has put themselves at double digits already. They only need 3 more rounds to go. If they can pick up this pistol, they won that first pistol in the first half. If they can make it a 2-0, this makes it even closer for them to get that gold.
Yeah, but what do you think about this composition on the side of FNR Black? It seems like it could be much more useful kind of on this defense side. So hopefully, I mean, it's already starting off here. Look at these frags going in the favor of FNR Black. 3 down. But my goodness, it's all up to Worldwide. There it is. It is a 4v1 situation. And Worldwide, though, never count them out there, lads. Because look at that headshot. It's so crispy.
Cover going out.
Crispy things. Crispy like a bucket of KFC or something. I don't know, but I mean, now he's on a 1v3 situation. You know, we've seen Worldwide. He's done some great things here at VSS. And the positioning here from FNR Black, look at this. All 3 players, they're holding hands. They're skipping down the golden road. You know, they're together. They want to hang out. And this is a good position because right now he does have the spike. So he can pretty much go anywhere he wants. He has full control of the situation. He doesn't have to fight people to get it back. So right now he should be able to creep on through the Killjoy utility. Not going to be a problem at all. Now he should be able to get the spike down. But as soon as he plants it, it's all about the post plant. He has to make these one-on-one exchanges happen very quickly so that FNR Black, they crumble.
I do have to say they kind of they really put a lot of their eggs into one basket, into the A basket there. Worldwide is going to be able to get this spike down. It's going to be going forcefully up into their faces. It's going to try and get them down, but gets the health really low on the Madly, but is unable to get any more frags in that situation. And there's going to be the spike defused for FNR Black, and that's going to be huge, Laz, because it is 10-3, just like you were talking about. I mean, insert name here only needs 3 rounds. That's tough.
It's a long road. I mean, FNR Black, you know, it's definitely doable, but it's going to be a lot of pressure for them to bring things back. So they do pick up the pistol. So now we're 1-on-1 in pistols in this best of 1. But now it's going to be about the second round. I mean, we've definitely seen it from any team at all that plays Valorant. We can definitely see that, you know, the second round is just as critical as the pistols. So this is where a lot of this pressure and a lot of this firepower could be in benefit here for insert name here, because they might be able to just push this into a full execute, into FNR Black's setups. And right now you can even see they have 3 players. And look at this, actually. They're actually leaning pretty hard on this. So they're committing to this, and they know exactly where insert name is going.
Yeah, this is huge. They are going to get that ultimate orb. That's going to be in their favor. I mean, I think they're just trying to get as much ultimate economy in their favor as possible. But this time, I mean, they are sending the Killjoy on over to B side, which they are going to be met by the Phoenix as well. But Basics is going to be watching this situation, this area nice and slowly. But look at the slow rotation from insert name here. They are going to be going on over to the B side. Tillo watching this corner of stairs nice and closely. This could actually be huge for them in this situation because 4 members are storming their way. Tillo gets a ton of damage out onto Kip, but that's going to be the rotation now from FNR Black. This is going to be huge. They're going to have to do this perfectly. Kip sends in the Spectre on over to Basics, and this is going to be huge. Yoshi getting a little bit of damage out onto Kuhai. Kuhai takes down Worldwide, and here comes the Gravity Well from Astra, but Basics has a nice angle from CT's side. Kuhai as well trying to provide a little backup, but no, it's going to be taken down by Reform. This is huge. The blind comes out. Those flashpoints have been on point for the side of FNR Black, and they're going to have to keep doing that because this is a nice post-plant position for insert name here. Even though they don't have the gun advantage, they're still doing some work, but there it is. That's going to be the triple kill from Madly, doing some work here on this side of the half. And man, this is a different FNR Black.
They're definitely responding back now. I mean, this is where the defensive side, we can see a lot of teams where they, you know, excel on this side or not. And right now, they put up 2 rounds in a row. So they have their bonus, quote unquote, we'll say. But right now, insert name here, a little bit more pressure for them because they're going to be able to put full investment into this. So no operators yet, obviously, no money yet. But they have full armor. They have the full rifles they need. And I'm kind of curious what the plan's going to be. I mean, we saw before they looked like they were going to go for the full A hit, but then kind of, you know, a little bit of skirting around, not really sure, a little bit indecisive. But right now, it does look like we are seeing a 3-2 split. So this is kind of the moment where they just want to get a pick, try to find some control, maybe, you know, pick up a rifle, something like that. But now just FNR Black, they're going to need to be very careful on how they set for this.
Yeah, definitely very careful indeed. They are going to be sending in the Owl Drone and these excuse me, I can't think of it. The fault line coming out from Breach. Man, this utility from Breach has been classic, has been fantastic as well. Oh my goodness, the gravity well comes out as well. They're going to be sending some shots down, not going to hit anything this time. Reform, kind of lucky in this situation, is still at full health, is looking nice and healthy. He's going to be pushing in, going to kind of bait out the push as well. A lot of econ, or a lot of utility is being used in this situation. They are going to get that ult orb finally in their favor, and they are actually going to push off just a little bit, kind of the fake there, as there's a couple of members pushing in from Cat. This could be huge. You see Worldwide is trying to hide from that owl drone in the mid section, as well as the Killjoy, and this is a nice slow push, lads. Are they going to be able to get onto this A site?
Blocking sight.
Pushing in through, so I mean they creep on through. Look at that basics though, finding the head of one, actually going to fall though immediately. Both Tillo and Aqua able to reply back and get some more players. Now the execute is commenced. They get the spike down. 2 players remaining here from FNR. So they can pick up some more bodies. This is going to be good, but already the bodies are falling on their side, so it's all just down to Kip. A crossfire here in tree room. Tillo gets the spam. You can just hear it tap away, and that's going to be a beautiful headshot. Insert name here. They respond back almost flawlessly. They don't crumble with that pressure at all. But now, this is where, you know, this is going to be the biggest test. This could really change the pace of this game. FNR Black spent all the money they need. If they can pick up this round, this can make things a little bit more dicey for insert name here. But if FNR Black cannot prevail, this is going to put match point here for insert name here. And that makes it even harder for them in the next gun round.
Right there.
Yeah, this is that moment. This is another one of those rounds where they're going to need a hero moment from one of these players, or multiple of these players on the side of FNR Black. But, I mean, the utility usage is out there. They have some fantastic stuff, especially with the Astra, but this time it seems like there's going to be a lot of util baiting from the side of insert name here. I mean, that's a lot of util out of the hands of FNR Black. And I mean, they've just been kind of chilling in A main. They haven't really been pushing. They haven't been aggressive, but here it comes. The aggression is coming out, and here it is. Reformed is out onto the side already. It's going to be taken down, extinguished pretty quickly. That run it back is going to be taken down. But they are going to go back towards that A main area, but that's already the site in the favor of insert name here. They're going to have to do something big here, especially with these shock darts coming in and doing some big damage onto their players. But that is the site, and the post plant is activated right now.
Now getting denied a little bit here, but Yoshi actually does get the spam right through the dark cover, finds it, and now a 2v4 situation here. Both Kip and his teammate close on by. They're both on the door. Yoshi just spamming away again. It's all down to Mally. Has the Huntress Fury available to use as well if he wants to, but they know exactly where he is. But it's going to be Yoshi. Sends him to the grave. And now insert name and put themselves a match point here in this best of one.
Oh my goodness, they are looking clean right now. Insert name here definitely doing some work. You could tell that the synergy is there. They're feeling themselves. They're feeling the synergy from each other. I mean, they are hitting shots, and they're in the right place at the right time, playing this nice and smart. They baited a lot of utility out in that last round and made it expensive for FNR Black, even though they were already kind of on a bad round economically. And now look at this, a Marshal, some Sheriffs, one Vandal on the side of FNR Black. They're going to have to play this flawlessly.
Yeah, it's going to be like a hot potato of the weapon. I mean, they have to float it around. They need to be a little bit more getting these aggression. Getting these picks and finding, you know, another weapon for them. And this is what I was talking about. If they were not able to pick up this round, this makes it so much more difficult for them. But they're now going to have to rely on big shots, and you can even see Kuhai trying to make it work. Doesn't actually, though, but takes a lot of critical damage. No damage given back here to insert name. So we can see the attackers having a 4-member split here. They have one of their killjoys just lurking on the other side of the map, but the spike is still advancing itself towards a main. Stars are placed, but not going to be used yet. Waiting for the teammates to call through. Gravity well is going to be used. Bruno's actually caught with the flash, and Basics able to find the one now, so this is a good amount of teamwork that's coming in. And look at that, that works out very well and perfectly, getting a weapon for his reward as well now. They have 3 ultimates available. Reform just on the other side of this ball, trying to make something out of nothing, but he's not going to be able to make anything happen. And now it's all just down to one. The Killjoy, the Lurk, the problem child here from insert name needs to come up big. Finds one, but can he look for more here, Choice?
Actually executes the lockdown. This is huge, but look at the Killjoy on the other side of the map. It's going to be kind of coming in through this flank. It does actually force out the members of FNR Black, but there's only 10 seconds left. They're going to have to get these frags, get the spike, and run back out on the site. But no, they were actually opting to go for the kills. Gets one onto Kronos, but is going to be taken down by Basics. I mean, the econ is still there for insert name here. But my goodness, that was a good life or death round for FNR Black.
And I like the placement that we saw from Tillo. I mean, you know, like you said, that was a really good amount of work that was being done, but it was all about the time. If there would have been a little bit more time, that really could have, you know, made things a little bit more interesting, could have maybe had a little bit more room to work with. But with that time restriction, it was pretty much you needed to find those 2 frags right away so that he can get back in that site. But it would have been really close to tell. But FNR Black, they do survive the threat here from insert name. And now you still have 2 ultimates available. You have the Rolling Thunder. You have the Hunter's Fury. Bladestorm is going to be activated here from the Jet from the defensive side. And even now, they're actually pushing up through A main. So they have now pushed insert name Spike position back. So they're going to have to group them in middle. So they lost control of A main entirely, Choice.
This is intense stuff because, I mean, like, they baited out a lot of utility again from FNR Black. You saw the Hunter's Fury come out, but Worldwide is going to be able to take down Kuhai. I mean, they were sending the Hunter's Fury down A main, and there was nobody there. They were pushing out onto the B side. That's the spike down. It is planted, and this post-plant situation is just too dang strong. Once again, they're going to have to play this flawlessly as Reformed is able to get a headshot, is pushing in, sends in the curveball, is going to get a ton of utility out of that one. Kronos and Basics comes out, but there it is. Basics is going to get the headshot out on the Reformed. This is huge stuff, but that's it. It's going to be insert name here, taking the W 13-5 up against FNR Black.
A great game that comes in from both teams, but of course, it will not be FNR Black to respond back for the win, but instead, insert name here. Man, I still can't get over that name, but insert name here, they do prevail in pretty dominant fashion. I mean, really, I mean, they had full control of that game. Some really good, you know, moments of brightness here from FNR Black, but really, like we talked about, there's a lot of firepower that they were just going against that I think, you know, is just the learning opportunity at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're all the way here in top 16 of the Valorant Sunday Showdown. I mean, they've taken down some names here that we've seen pretty often here in the Valorant Sunday Showdown. So once again, I mean, this is a fantastic feat for them. I mean, learning every single day, but it is going to be Yoshi, the operator demon there. For insert name here, that's going to be tough to keep saying over and over again. 18, 11, and 5. I mean, 294 combat score, looking pretty crispy. I mean, that's what you need to see from your Jet operator. That's what you need to see from your duelist. Taking those battles, winning the gunfight, and just being an overall better aimer in this situation.
Yeah, and the thing that we noticed from Yoshi as well is, I mean, like you said, I mean, having the operator, you know, just getting a lot of different positioning and everything like that. But I mean, there was a lot more that was happening with the teammates as well for Yoshi to succeed. I mean, I talked a lot about Worldwide, but honestly, as an Omen, your role is to being that support, to making sure that your team can succeed. And I definitely think a lot of the big plays that Worldwide was doing allowed Yoshi to, you know, be aggressive down long A or be aggressive on the catwalk. And when you have that operator and you just cannot isolate it, that's where things get really dicey and really messy for you.
Yeah, it's tough stuff, but there it is. That's going to be insert name here. Moving on into the quarterfinals, I do believe. So we are going to take a quick little break, but on the other side, we're going to have another set of fantastic teams, fantastic players for you. So don't go anywhere.